First of all, good morning to the Honorable Mr. Kamarudin Salim, SOS MSE, as the Chief Student Administration and Alumni Bureau, and also the participants of English Debate Competitions, UNAS Fest 2022, that attend this technical meeting today. Ladies and gentlemen, here I am, Sarah Aurelia Wijaksono, as the Master of Ceremony who will guide this agenda. Firstly, let's say thanks to our God, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, the Lord of the world, the Lord of the universe, who has been giving us His blessing and mercy so that we can gather in this place without something wrong happen. Amen. Secondly, may peace be upon our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us into the right ways of life. Ladies and gentlemen, before we come to the main session, let us start this by praying first, so the event that we will hold on this day will run well without any obstacle at all. Pray based on individual belief begins. Okay, done. Ladies and gentlemen, on this nice occasion, let me deliver the structure of the event today as follows. The first agenda is opening. The second agenda is greetings. The third agenda is debate seminar and technical meeting. The fourth agenda is question and answer sessions. And the last agenda is closing. Ladies and gentlemen, now we invite Mr. Kamarudin Salim SOS MSE as the Chief Student Administration and Alumni Bureau to give a first speech. To Mr. Kamarudin Salim, time is yours.
Halo.
Halo, Pak.
Ya, Pak. Assalamualaikum, Pak.
Sorry. Listen to my voice. Dengar suara saya?
Yes,
Dengar,
I
Pak. Yes.
hear.
Oke. Mohon maaf ya, I'm sorry. Soalnya ini di sini sedang ada kami sedang produksi saat ini. Jadi para petaninya sudah datang dan saya jadi MC. Sorry, Pak Martin. Nanti bisa coba ambil alih dulu ya. Soalnya saya udah diminta Prof. Erna untuk mulai acara, para dinasnya sudah datang. Gak apa-apa ya. Oke. Ini pesertanya ada apa enggak?
Ada, Pak.
Oh, ada ya. Oke, saya ucapkan terima kasih ya. Welcome to UNAS gitu ya. Dan terima kasih ya sudah berpartisipasi dalam kegiatan di UNAS. Semoga kegiatan ini memberikan kontribusi pengetahuan, pengalaman, dan menambah relasi ya bagi mahasiswa tentunya. Dan semoga acara ini berjalan lancar sampai selesai dan teman-teman yang daftar yang jadi peserta dan daftar di UNAS tetap menjadikan UNAS sebagai rumah inspirasi dan rumah untuk mengembangkan relasi sosial secara bersama. Itu mungkin sementara dari saya, nanti bisa dilanjutkan sama Pak Martin dan tim yang lain. Terima kasih sebelumnya. Apabila ada kendala yang saya hadapi sulit dimaafkan karena di Halmahera Barat ini sinyalnya sangat susah tentunya ya. Dan ini menjadi tantangan tersendiri di tim kita untuk mengembangkan ketahanan pangan di Halmahera Barat. Itu untuk sementara dari saya. Thank you for all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Terima kasih Bapak Kamarudin.
Sama-sama. Saya tetap join aja ya, tapi sambil ini ya. Thanks ya.
Siapa?
Here's the speech delivered by thanks to Ms. Kamarudin Salim for his speech. Ladies and gentlemen, now we come into the main point, That is the debate seminar and technical meeting, which will be guided by Danto Ervantoro Isa and Chut Gabrina Salsabila as the UNAS Fest 2022 committee. To Danto and Salsa, time is yours.
All right. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Danto Ervantoro, and I'm currently the coordinator for kompetisi debat berbahasa Indonesia. But right now, I'm replacing Chut as the coordinator of English debate competition, that is UNAS Fest 2022. Right now, we're going to start the technical meeting and the seminar. But first, I would like to ask the operator to share the PowerPoint.
Yes. Okay. So sorry, ladies and gentlemen, there's a technical difficulty. So I will start the debate seminar and technical meeting about English debate competition UNAS Fest 2022. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the seminar. I will explain a little bit about English debate, what is English debate competition, and what is British parliamentary system. So next, operator. Okay, so what will be discussed in our seminar? Here, we will discuss British parliamentary system first. And then after that, I will discuss about participant rules, and then what is the preliminary round rundown, elimination, and semi-final round rundown. And also there will be question and answer time. So you guys will be asked a question that you guys don't know what is it about. And then after that, we're gonna answer it later. Next. So what is debate? Basically, debate is a discussion between people in which they express different opinions or verbal argument about something within a set frameworks. So these debates are common in both, debates are common in both political and educational environments. People can disagree with opposing views in a structured setting that gives all participants a chance to present and defend their arguments as well as reach conclusions about the arguments of their opponents. There are so many different formats possible for the debate, but debates also have many features in common. Next. So in debate parliamentary system, there are three types of debate. There are Asian parliamentary, Aussie parliamentary, and British parliamentary. So I'll explain it a little bit. What is Asian parliamentary debate system? This is a debate format that use Asian parliamentary style, have a special pattern you must follow, such as 3 speakers for each team, 30 minutes for case building, 5 minutes for substantive speech, 3 minutes for reply speech, and no POIs allowed for reply speech. And also there's Australia's parliamentary debate system that use a parliamentary style of Australian, has a special pattern too you must follow, such as there are 2 teams, government and opposition, 3 speakers for each team, 7 minutes for substantive speech, 5 minutes for reply speech, and no POIs allowed. While the debate parliamentary format that we use right now for this competition are British parliamentary debate format. This is exactly what you use because we use it because it uses British parliamentary style and also has a special pattern you must follow, such as 2 speakers for each team, 15 minutes for case building, and 7 minutes total of speech. Next. So what is British parliamentary debate system? This system to be used are a debate format that use British parliamentary style and focuses on academic debate in English. So I will explain the characteristics. Next. Okay, what is the characteristics? So there are 6 characteristics about British parliamentary system. So first, each debater is given 7 minutes, no more and no less. Next, and 15 minutes case building time. So we'll give you case building time 15 minutes before each debater debate the session. And then third, the number of teams competing in one debate is 4 teams. And then there are 2 teams that take 2 sides. The pro or government team that support the motion, and the cons or opposition teams are reject the motion. And also, the 4 teams compete against each other for points, even though they are in same sides. And also, the last one, debaters can request a POI, point of information or interruption, that I will explain it later in the next. Next. So this is a system debate flow that British parliamentary debate system uses. So first speaker are from Prime Minister from opening government side, and then go on into leader of the opposition of opening opposition, and then go on into Deputy Prime Minister of opening government, and then also continue to Deputy Leader of the opposition of opening opposition. So we start the half of debate. So the second half of debate are the closing. The closing are starting from member of the government from closing government, and then go on into member of the opposition of closing opposition, go on into government whip of closing government, and the last speaker speaking last is opposition whip of closing opposition. Next. Okay, so I'll explain about the opening roles. There are prime minister that should set clear debate. They should set problem, background assessment. They should bring stance. They should bring model and goal, and also bring arguments later. And then after that, going on into opposition leader that should set a clear debate. They should stand a stance that different than prime minister, of course, and then bring rebuttals and bring arguments. And then also going on into deputy prime minister, they should giving a rebuttals from opposition leader argument. And then also they should rebuild and or expand your team's case. And then you should tell the judge why the OG debate answered the most important question. And then the next one is deputy leader opposition from opening opposition. They should rebut what the Deputy Prime Minister said before, and then after that, rebuild and expand the things case and tell the judge why the OO debate answered the most important question. Next, please. So there are for the closing rules, there are members of government that should explain where closing team different from the opening team. So explain your distinction, what make you different from opening team. So you should bring new rebuttals and bring new arguments that are original, of course. And then going on to member of opposition. Of course, they should explain more about closing team different from the opening team. Explain the distinction, bring new rebuttals and bring new arguments. And then the last is government whip. They should rebut what member of opposition argue about, give biased conclusion of the debate, sell the contribution or extend and details or support the previous claims. So please alert this, government whip should not have any argument or giving more arguments. So you should just add details or support the previous claims, just that. For the opposition whip are the same as like a government whip, the rules are rebuttals, and then you give biased conclusion of the debate, sell the contribution, and then add details or support the previous claims. Next, please. Okay. Motion. Before, yes. Motion. So basically, in British parliamentary debate system, there are two kinds of motion. So the proposal motion and value judgment motion. So what is proposal motion? Proposal motion are the motion where there is a problem that requires a solution, that requires a parliament judges that require a solution. For example, like this house would remove patents on medicines. That should you should get the solution because there's a problem. And then this house would ban the consumption of meat. So you should give the solution. And then also there are motion that value judgment. So what is the value of the motion? Like whether a phenomenon brings benefit or harm. You prefer what? Like that. For example, this house prefer a world without extreme emotion, extreme anger or happiness. So there is not a, they're not having a problem, but they're having a phenomenon that you prefer or not, just like that. Okay, next. Okay, case build. So in British parliamentary system, like in all different system of like Asian, Australians, they just give you 7 minutes of case building or 20 minutes case building. But in British parliamentary system, we give you 15 minutes case building to build your case before the debate session. So what is case build? Simply put, case building is a session where you and your debate partner are given 15 minutes to create a debate framework and argument to be presented to the adjudicator. If the 15 minutes are up, you are no longer allowed to make case build because the debate will begin. Next on. Okay, so I will explain about the point of information or POI or POI or whatever it is. It is an interruption. To request an interruption, like debaters in general, the dynamic of debate will not be formed without interruptions, of course, from the opposing team. Well, in a debate competition, the British system also accommodates this element with the term POIs or POIs. You can interrupt the speaker who is presenting an argument on the podium. Remember, you are only allowed to interrupt if the opposing team accepts your POIs or interrupt submission. You will be given 15 seconds to do POIs or interruptions. And the given of POIs just giving in minutes 2 until minute 6, not less and not more. Next. So, okay, so that are the format of debate parliamentary English of British parliamentary system. So I will explain the technically of this contest. There are rules for participants that participants should follow. First, participants must follow all the rules that have been determined and listed in the UNAS Fest 2022 EDC Guidebook. So read it for carefully. Our guidebook that given by in social media or social media platform like IG, YouTube, and TikTok. And then also, second, the committee reserves the right to disqualify participants who are not registered. Third, searching references from internet, books, or other methods for case build are prohibited. If you are search references, you will be given -point from adjudicator. Fourth, participants who are absent or late during the competition will be disqualified. Fifth, participants must wear original alma mater jackets and turn on the camera during the event. Sixth, the result of the assessment carried out by the EDC UNAS Fest 2022 jury cannot be contested. And the last rules for participants are the committee has the right to disqualify any participants who violate the UNAS Fest 2022 EDC regulations. Next, please. So what you need to do after entering the Zoom? First, you should rename your Zoom profile. Change with the format full name _ origin of institute. For example, like me, full name _ origin of institute, Cut Gaubrina Salsabila _ Universitas Nasional, just like that. And then second, you should use our UNAS Fest Zoom background. That will prepare it later for you. Third, wear your original alma mater from your institute. Fourth, open the camera when the activity are starting. Next, please. So basically, we have 4 rounds in this competition. There are preliminary round, an elimination round, semi-final round, and final round. For preliminary round in 5th December 2022, you should submit the video. Whereas this is the guide to submit the video. First, debate motions and videos will be released via EDC UNAS Fest social media IG at EDC KDBI _ UNAS Fest and our YouTube platform UNAS Fest. Debater 1 gets the role of Prime Minister, while debater 2 gets the role of Leader of the Opposition. Second, debater 1 will immediately case build for 15 minutes, while debater 2 must watch the debate video for 7 minutes 21 seconds in maximum. Then case build for 15 minutes. Third, time given for video recording are 16 minutes, not more and not less, in which each debater records his own video. Fourth, or the last one, the video that has been recorded is then uploaded to the participant's YouTube account, and then participants are given 65 minutes to upload the video to YouTube and upload the video link to the Google Form. So we'll give you 150 minutes in total. Next. Okay, so the video terms, you have to understood that your video should in MPEG-4 format with landscape layout, and video resolution is more than 480 pixel or 720 pixel, depending on internet speeds for uploading videos. And then second, your voice in the video must be heard clearly without any interference from other voices besides the debater's voice or your voice. Third, the video is recorded using a plain black background. Fourth, the participants are not allowed to edit videos, so you should shoot your video and access it to us by giving an original video, not the edited one, okay? And then the last one, uploaded video name format should be like this: EDC 2022 _ full name _ debate role _ institution origin. For example, EDC 2022 _ Nabila Safa Sabrina _ Prime Minister and _ National University. Next, please. Okay, So basically, this is the EDC preliminary round rundown for 5 December 2022. Simply put, there will be a motion release, and then after that, you should case build and make your video, and then submit the video and giving the link into the G form that we'll give you later in the meantime. Next, please. So this is the specific rundown of 5 December of the preliminary round. So we will start in 8 a.m. 8 a.m. until 8:30 a.m. Every participant should have come in Zoom meeting, and then you should use your alma mater and be prepared for the next session of debate. And then after that, you should submit the the presentation, and then the rundown will start in 8:30 to 5 p.m. So from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Next, please. Okay, so this is the elimination and semi-final round rundown is in 6 December, so tomorrow, after 5 December tomorrow. And every participant entering the Zoom, and then list your name in the participant area, and you should enter the breakout room later and having position and release the motion, and then you will give adjudicating, and then after that you will be the finalist if you enter the final. Next one. So this is the specific rundown of elimination and semi-final round. So in 6 December, we'll be attending two rundown that are elimination round and semi-final round in one place and one area. So we will start the session from 8:30 and then to 4 p.m. So be ready, guys. And then the release motion will be in 8:40 and the case build start from 8:45. And then also you're gonna be giving the result in 4 p.m. Next, please. Okay, so we'll give you the final round rundown. Okay, so this is different about the final rundown. If you say in 5 December and 6 December, we are having the rundown in full online, but in 12 December or final rundown, it will be held on site on UNAS campus, Universitas Nasional, in 12 December and starting for 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. From 7 a.m. there will be opening ceremony or closing ceremony, and then the debate session will start in 9 a.m. more or less. And then after that, you will give the result. You will have the result in 5 p.m. Next, please. Okay, so be ready, guys. All of the participants, please save the date. This is December 3rd. Our technical meeting are going on right now, and then please save the date of 5 December, 7th, and 12th. 5 December is opening and preliminary round. 7 December are elimination and semi-final round, and 12 December are the closing and final round. Next. So yeah, that is our session of technical meeting. So any question and answer having right now, you will have a reaction, give to us a reaction in this Zoom meeting, or raise hand, and then we'll give you time to ask a question, and then we'll answer it later. So any question? Okay, so we'll collect 5 questions first, and then after that, we'll answer it later. 1 to 5 question. So any question? Okay, so there's a question, Salman Izzuddin. You may unmute yours.
Is there any minimum amount of POI allowance, like minimum 1 POI for every debaters?
Okay, okay. Please, I may answer the question. Thank you, Salman Izzuddin. So there are not any minimum of POIs allowance. So you may give much more POI or less POI than 2 or 3 is. If the POIs are accepting, you may ask the POI. So there are not any minimum allowance for POI.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next question. Any question? Okay, any question from Hanifullah Hafiz Arif Zal from STMKG? Okay, you may ask the question.
All right, thank you for the opportunity. The question is, in the preliminary round, there is the rundown that hasn't been given. Is the case built and making the videos, we still join the Zoom meeting or we did it in private? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. For this round, you should outside of the Zoom meeting. So you case build and watch the video and record the video outside the Zoom meeting, and then you collect it to us later in the G form. And before collecting it to us, you should, upload it into your YouTube account so we can see it later. Thank you. Okay, so the answer, is it clear enough? Any question more? So there are a question in chat box. Muhammad Arif. Excuse me, my name is Muhammad Arif. Can I ask a question? Can the model about competition mechanics be shared? Okay, so the model of mechanics or guidebook, you can have it into our, you can find it in our IG Instagram account. It is edckdbi_UNASFest or at UNASFest, just that. So there are guidebook that you can learn about, and any guidebook in there, any rules are in there. So please access it. Okay, so there's a reaction from Melanda Abdul Latif from STMKG. You can ask the question.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. I want to ask about the POI system. You say that there's no minimum POI. What if the debaters not allowed any POI? Is there any decrement of fine or what? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nanda Abdul Latif. So for the POI, there will be no minimum allowance of POI. But what if the participants not accepting the POI? So there will be not there will be not scoring or having minusing the scoring, but of course the score will not be more than what is to be accepted POI. So in this case, we having minimize the point of scoring of someone who are not giving a POI or accepting the POI, but will give the right amount of point to them, just like that. Okay, so is it clear enough?
Okay, it's clear enough. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nanda. Okay, we'll wait until 8:50 a.m. to any question you can may give a reaction to us or present it to the chat box. So if there's no any more question, I will give the session back into MC. And then for any more question about the technical things, you may ask it later in our WhatsApp group chat or to contact persons. Thank you. I'll be giving back into the MC.
Okay. Thanks also for guiding the debate seminar and technical meeting for anything UNAS West. And before we end the event, there will be a documentation session, which will be guided by me. So for the participants, are expected to prepare themselves. So operators, please make adjustment. When everything is ready, I'll count down. Please open your camera. Okay. Is everyone ready? Okay. So operators, in 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, once again, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, finally we got the last session in this event that is closing. So let's close this event by saying Alhamdulillah. And Alhamdulillah that we have finished carrying out the technical meeting activities today. And thank you for the enthusiasm of the participants. And I also don't forget to thank all the committee members who have provided support for the continuation of today's event. We apologize if there are any shortcomings in organizing this event. I'm Sarah as the Master of Ceremony representing all the committee in charge of living, and see you in the elimination round of the UNAS Fest 2022 English Debate Competitions. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much.